Alright, so typically when we factor polynomials, specifically quadratics, and so what quadratics mean is polynomials where the highest degree term is a squared term.
Nice.
Usually you'll see three terms, one where you have the variable squared, one where you just have the variable, and then another one with no variable in it. And then you just factor the usual way we've been factoring. And so there are two other times, there are kind of two other situations you usually will see where you only have two terms in it. So if you only have two terms like this, so you can have two terms like this or two terms like this. And the difference between these is both of these have a t in it, and in this one only one has, there's a t squared and then something with no t's at all in it. So if you ever have a situation where both terms have t's in it, the way you factor this is you just pull out the number of t's they have in common. So this has two t's, this has one t, so I'm going to pull out a t. So to get this term, I have to do t times t. So t times t equals t squared. Bring down the plus. And then to get this number, well, t times 3 equals 3t. So then I just put a 3 there. So then t times 3 equals 3t. And that's how I'd factor something that looks like this. If I have something like this, where what I'm missing is that middle term, the term with just one variable in it, then the way I factor this is I just kind of rewrite it and just imagine that middle term is there, but just that it's 0. And that's not even really imagining it, because that middle term is there, it's just being multiplied by 0. We just don't write it down because any number multiplied 0 is 0. So there's no need to write down something that just equals 0. So, and then we just factor this the usual way. I find, so I multiply the 1 and the -4, which equals -4. And then I find a number, two numbers that multiply to equal -4, and then add to equal 0. And so that's -2 times 2 equals -4. -2 plus 2 equals 0. And so those are kind of the three main situations you'll see for factoring.